Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
You're not my dad! You also want to hear something!
Hello boyos, Rich Boy J here back with another video, and this is going to be my review of the Bespin Duel set. This is set number 75294. It has 295 pieces and retails for $39.99 US dollars. The circumstances surrounding the set have been pretty interesting and really unlike any other LEGO set that we've had available for retail. This was originally supposed to be released at Star Wars Celebration as an exclusive at that event. However, due to the global pandemic, Star Wars Celebration was canceled and LEGO just ended up releasing the set as a normal retail set. Availability on the set is a bit hazy right now. I found this set early at a local Bricks and Minifigs store, so if you have a Bricks and Minifigs near you, go ahead and check those out. And shout out to Bricks and Minifigs Pearland for having the set early for me. Other than that, I know this is going to be available at some point at the LEGO US stores and the US website. We also know that this set is going to be available at Toys R Us Canada. As for international or European releases, we have no idea at this point. It's at the time of me recording this video, still not on that website. So hopefully they get some sort of a release for this. The big concern with the set is because it was originally supposed to be a Comic-Con exclusive, we're not sure just how widespread the release is going to be. Oh, I also forgot to mention, this is also a Target Red Card exclusive here in the United States. One of the biggest things I was looking at with this set was the pricing of it. Obviously, it has the black box and it is an 18 plus set. I think it's just because it has this black stand. LEGO is promoting it as a more premium set, a display set. That's why it's gotten this 18 plus designation. But in actuality, in terms of the build, this is certainly not an 18 plus set. The price is something that I was really looking at when we learned about this set. We've gotten similar sets to this with the duel sets. We've gotten the duel on Naboo, we had the Starkiller base duel, and the Mustafar duel. I kind of viewed this set in that same vein. So when I went into building this set, I was really looking for a reason for this set to basically be twice the price of all those other duel sets. And I'll give my thoughts on whether or not it lives up to that later on in the review. This is the front of the box. Here's a look at the back of the box. Let's go ahead and look at the minifigures. The figures from this set are not unique to this set, but surprisingly, that actually works in favor of this set. This is the same Vader with arm printing from the new Final Duel set, which retails for $90 to $100 depending on where you're getting it from. And this is the Luke Skywalker figure from the Betrayal on Cloud City set, $350 set. At the point of this review, that set is retired. And these Luke figures, the cheapest one in the US is $30 US dollars. So if you're looking at this set just from a value perspective alone, the figures actually make this more than worth the $40 that you would be paying for it, because these figures are basically otherwise in other expensive sets. So where it's usually the case where you'd want exclusive figures in a set to kind of drive the sales of the set, it actually works in favor of this set that these figures are in other more expensive sets, because then people might just look to this set as a way to not have to go pay, ridiculous prices for those figures elsewhere. I do have to say the Vader with arm printing is an excellent figure. I talk a little bit about this figure in my Final Duel set. Here's just a better look at that arm printing. The shoulder has a nice silver shoulder pad to it, and then there's just stripes going down the arm. The torso and legs all have, just amazing amount of detail. It has a newer updated breakaway helmet. Same face under the helmet with the white base, and he also does have some back printing if you move his cape. Luke Skywalker is the Luke from that Betrayal in Cloud City set. Very nice minifigure. He does have a double face, so this is his black-eyed, oh my god, I just found out my daddy is Darth Vader face, and this is his just normal Luke Skywalker face. Before I forget, this set does come with both of their lightsabers, but I took them off for the purposes of this review. The build is actually very nice. There's tons of detail in this build. I love the various pieces of just machinery or antennas or whatever that are sprinkled around the platform. It just gives it a nice amount of detail. You have that on this side as well. I think the 1x1 clips they use with the orange, or the trans orange pieces, are also just a nice splash of color in this build to represent the lights. I also really do like the way they did the hand handrails right here with the bar and then the connector piece for the bars and the microphone to basically link this top handrail to the bottom handrail. There is one thing I'm kind of iffy about on this set, and that's the flex tubing used here. So in the instructions, they actually tell you to pre-bend the flex tubing here, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever actually seen that in a Lego set, but what that means is you end up with something that I don't know, like, I don't think I did a bad job bending the flex tubing here, but flex tubing bending is just so unpredictable. It's inevitably going to try to straighten itself back out, and it just doesn't look like what you would expect from a Lego set. I would have probably preferred for them to just try another technique with the handrails here, rather than asking people to pre-bend it. I would say the fact that they ask you to pre-bend it probably takes the set out of the realm of just those typical battle sets and maybe brings this up closer to an 18 plus. I still don't think it's necessarily an 18 plus, but I don't love that you have to pre-bend this. This means that, you know, if someone does a bad job on this, like, it's not going to look good. And once the flex tubing's bent, I mean, good luck trying to get it to look anywhere decent if you're trying to basically, you know, rearrange the way you've bent it. You're just not going to have a good time. You do get this nice black base for it, which, I mean, I imagine this is the cause of the $40 price point. Like, if this set was just without the black base, if this was just really in the same vein as the battle sets, you know, not really meant to have play features, this set would probably be a $25, maybe even $30 set. But this black base is kind of what gives it the seal of a display set. One thing you do get that's kind of nice is this sticker right here. Would have been a great printed piece. It's unfortunate that it's not, but it is a cool sticker to basically show you, like, yes, this is the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back, and I like this. I think if this weren't here, it would really make a big difference in the build, but having this just nice display sticker here, I think if you really want to make this a display set, this goes a long way in making this look like a nice display set. Lego basically gives you a 2x2 jumper here to place your Darth Vader minifig, which is nice. And then on the other side, Luke basically just clips on to one of the bars here, and you can have him looking at Vader. So minifigure display wise, like, this all looks very nice. I love that they've really considered the placement of the minifigs here, and you set up what looks exactly like the scene in Empire Strikes Back. And I think a lot of people are going to like this set for that reason. Having built the set, I still don't think this is a $40 set. I think this is more realistically a $30 set. That being said, if I'm not just looking at the value of what you get out of the box, but I'm considering the aftermarket, the value for these two figures alone, I'd say, would justify the $40 price point. So in terms of contents, maybe this isn't a $40 set, but in terms of value, considering the aftermarket, considering what you would have to pay if you wanted the two figures, this is the cheapest way to get them, and like I said, I think that's really going to drive a lot of the sales for this set. The final thing I wanted to mention is that you have the ability to also set the figures up battling right here, so you can have basically the predecessor to this scene where they're fighting it out on this main platform, or you can also have them displayed as it is on the front of the box with Vader telling Luke that he is his father. And that's going to wrap up the review, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this set. Do you think that this is worth the $40 just for the figures alone? Are you comfortable paying that price even if you have both of the figures already? Are you just that interested in this build? I'd love to know how you guys feel about this set. If you like what I do, go ahead, support the video by hitting the like button, support the channel by smashing that subscribe button, and I'll be back again very soon.